going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so to always keep notified on my newest content. And today, I will be reviewing the newest Geese record, 3D Country. Brooklyn, New York post-punk indie rock outfit Geese delivers to us their sophomore record back in June of this year. And normally I don't do full album reviews this late, but you know, I just been genuinely enjoying the record ever since it was released, just with the most fun intention. But then I become to realize that this album will probably exceed a very high ranking on my list at the end of the year, so I feel like it is appropriate to make a full video on it. Now let us introduce the members of Geese. We have Dominic the Goose on bass, we got Cameron Winter on the keys and lead vocals, Matt Basin on drums, Gus Green on guitar, and also on guitar, Foster Hudson. Based off their 2021 debut Projector, you can definitely get a glimpse of the style of music that these guys like to play around with. With deep observation, you can also spot an encryption of where this band might lead up to in the future. And it's right here. This is the future. Like, my God, is this thing just the most entertaining, energetic, ridiculous, musically enthralling fun I've had with a rock record this entire year so far. I mean, the second you play the track 2122, like, come on, man.
God of the sun, I'm taking you down on the inside.
Cameron Winter is just absolute fire, start to finish. His vocal range and personality showcase in this record is just outstanding. I cannot get enough of it. I'm not kidding. The man is absolutely left me speechless with his performance on here. I mean, just looking at his like very angelic performance with the falsetto work on the track I See Myself, this is just such an endearing way to present yourself, especially along with this notion of one's reflection with their own self-humanity and someone that they love. The ecstatic cowboy nudes that bring us the joyous showdown of enlightening us into the bright optimism with this dynamic second verse of congos and sitar strings. And how about the inflections of blues rock, man? Dude, what they do with blues rock on this record is just amazing. Just looking at the fifth track, Undoer, this thing just goes bananas with its guitar work. Each instrumental passage to passage cooking slowly into this tender rhythm. It is just so delightful. Or hitting on the nose with some more blues music on Gravity Blues that just sets you into a deeper feeling, really reminiscing with the title 3D Country. Because I want to address this real quick. Like, this record is not a country record, but there's so many times where Cameron and his bandmates have these cues with these influences inspired by country for a quick moment, and then he just quickly embellishes it with a totally different rock influence. It's not just something that just comes off as objectively distinctful. It is something that I feel like highly significantly impacts the record so much with the way that it keeps the listener engaged. There's so many different details that they add into these songs that really just keep you hooked in there. Like, dude, think about the background vocals you hear from this album. Like, my goodness, the heavenly harmonious pleasure that these background vocals deliver just so out of the blue is amazing. It's just great support for Cameron Winter. In my opinion, the most punk aesthetic track that you're gonna get on here is Mysterious Love. I find myself more and more addicted to this song, especially with that amazing riff and that attention getter. Plain and simple, quick and sweet. This album is golden. I mean, it's already killing it with the instrumental variations and brilliance and passionate performance with these folks. Not to mention packaging this thing airtight and polishing the mix and master that it just enhances the experience. But with no question in my mind, the key to this record's success was Cameron Winter. The man has the most substantial vocal excellence, confidence with tons of personality and emotional intelligence. It's superb. The record didn't even need a theme. It didn't really have one at all. It mostly does brush off on some simple topics on each of these songs that isn't supposed to be unraveled deeper into its role. It's all about the sound for this record. And honestly, it doesn't even need a central thesis. That's all you really need. This is really what the record embodies, and what it does so well is keeping consistent with the song's qualities and just keeps you engaged enough enough to really just want you to have this record occupy the rest of your week. It's an incredible workload of spontaneous rock music that just so closely matches my taste in rock, and I think will match yours as well. But at the same time, I can almost retract some of that statement, because I can definitely see people saying that he's getting a little bit too outrageous with the way he's just getting with his melodics, or just simply that the writing for these songs isn't really that impressive. Which, sure, I can definitely understand where you're coming from at that point. But I'm telling you with full confidence, these guys came here to play. They are not fucking around. They played their ass off. This album is just kick ass. I've been obsessed with the record for months, and I especially cannot wait for the deluxe record that's going to be coming out this October for D Country. I'm very, very excited for those extra tracks. So far, we got Jesse, which I've been loving so far, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't heard any of this album yet, maybe you can wait for the deluxe, or just play it now. Who cares? Just play both of them. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to give Geese's 3D Country a 95%. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, do not forget to like and subscribe for more content, and be sure to check down my description for all my separate tracklist ratings for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep up with me on the daily. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Deuces.